blockchain. This is Nick from Truth Blitz. Just wanted to come out and do this video about this situation here. Actually, I'm going to talk about two things in this video. One of them is not crypto related, and I'm going to save that for the last thing. But first, we're going to talk about the newest country to come out and say they're going to ban Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, and that is Russia, the Russian central bank. So I just found out about this on Telegraph, and as we know, if you've been following this, like I have, and like many of you have, you know that these countries coming out saying they're going to ban crypto exchanges and Bitcoin exchanges have had relatively little impacts on the overall market price. The beginning of the China situation, going along with all the shit Jamie Dimon was talking, that did have an impact, but we recovered. And then, as you know, after that, the next China news had relatively little impact. Then we had South Korea, Asia. I'm sorry, Malaysia, not Asia. So actually, it kind of puts into perspective, that Bitcoin cannot be stopped so easily. But we'll read a little bit of this article anyway, just so we can, pay attention to what's going on and know what's going on. Russia's central bank is planning to ban access to Bitcoin exchange websites. It was announced by Sergei Shvetsov, the first deputy governor at the Russian central bank. This announcement had a severe effect on Bitcoin price that was rallying towards 5,000 in a flash crash. Bitcoin's value dropped by 600 before rebounding somewhat. Dubious instrument, Shvetsov said in his speech at a conference in Moscow that we cannot stand apart. We cannot give direct and easy access to such dubious instruments for retail investors, Shvetsov said. We think that for our citizens, for businesses, that usage of such cryptocurrencies as an investment object carries unreasonably high risks. He went on to indicate that Russia would block access to websites of exchanges that offer Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And we'll just read this last part here. Following on from China, this news follows on from China's hard-nosed approach to digital currencies after they first banned ICOs, then went after exchanges. Russia has said before it would like to regulate the use of cryptocurrencies by Russian citizens and companies. This move seems to be in line with the idea of government control over Bitcoin. The blocking of citizens from using Bitcoin exchanges puts all the control over citizens and their digital currencies in the hands of the government. So that's the key part right there. Gives control to the government. Now, I honestly did not see Russia doing this. But, it's obviously happening. I honestly figured that the United States would do something like this before Russia. And I think that is in the cards for the probably relatively near future. But Bitcoin can't be stopped so easily, like I said. It's but we're gonna start seeing more of this from more countries. I can promise you that. As people start to veer away from traditional avenues of investing and into cryptocurrencies, the central banks don't control cryptocurrencies. They can manipulate prices somewhat, like JP, as we saw with JP Morgan. If central banks were to buy into Bitcoin, they can manipulate the price. But it will rebound. That's the thing. It's not like where we see silver, which is so manipulated that the price is kept down. They wouldn't be able to do that with Bitcoin. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. They would not be able to keep the price down. So just another thing we got to keep an eye on. And I'm about to take bets as to what people think the next country to do this will be. That might be a fun game. Well, the winner will get some Bitcoin. Anyway, guys, this is the part of the video I did not want to do. Where I've been yesterday, because I know I came out, I did the video about Malaysia the other day, talked about a couple other things, and I said I was going to do a video the next day, which would have been yesterday, but we have found out that a close family member, I don't want to say too much detail, but a close family member to my fiance passed away. They think it was an overdose, and there was no signs leading up to that was going on. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about the opioid epidemic that's sweeping the United States. And I know where I live in the Northeast, in my state and in surrounding states, it's just insane. They did a vigil just a couple weeks ago at the state capitol with pictures of all of the young people that have died from opioid overdoses in the last few years, and the pictures just went on forever. It doesn't discriminate. This can happen to anybody. Doesn't matter if you're white, black, Hispanic, Asian, old, young, male, female, gay, straight, it doesn't matter. So, if you know somebody who is down that path and going down that path, try to do something about it, because the stuff that's out there in the street today is deadly, deadly, deadly. This stuff that's coming in from China, that's the synthetic stuff that they mix with it, and then this fentanyl and all this other stuff, all it takes is one time and you're gone. So, if you know somebody, like I said, try to reach out and help. And I know it's easier said than done, especially, somebody has to want to get help. But I tell you what, my fiance and her family are in so much pain, and I can't do anything about it. I feel really helpless because I can't take her pain away. And it's sad to say that this isn't the first family member that I've had pass away from this either. I had a cousin that I lost from the same thing. So now I'm kind of going through this whole thing all over again. Yeah, it's the rate of opioid overdoses has shot up so much over the past few years. And it's just really, really sad. And like I said, it can happen to anybody. You get into a car accident and you end up on pain meds, and they take you off pain meds, but you're already addicted. This is how it happens. I've heard this story 1,000 times. So they stop prescribing them to you, but your body is addicted to them. So you start buying them off the street or from somebody else, I guess. And then it just kind of escalates from there. So yeah, I mean, it's a really bad situation. And like I said, if you know somebody who's struggling or who you think is down that path, try to do something. Don't write them off, because you never know if it's going to be the last time you're going to see or speak to them. And now you know why I wanted to save this part for the end of the video, because it really kind of puts a damper on the mood of the video. But I will try to come out and do another video tomorrow, hopefully. If I don't, you know why? Dealing with a lot of family stuff. So, I guess until next time, guys, I will see you guys in the next video.